Oh, let's try that again. Fuck it, I ain't starting the theme song over again. We live right now.
Oh man, you should have had like a reverse turntable effect where just like, when they when they press the tape and we go back and like
Ready
nothing
or
happened.
not, here I come.
Oh man,
Nope.
no,
Yeah.
stop.
That ain't our theme song no more. We had to replace it a mean ass
We
minute
had to
ago.
replace it because they kept censoring us.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
We
I
kept
don't have
getting
Lauryn Hill
copyright
money.
claims and
I
all
don't
this
have Lauryn
other
Hill
good
money.
shit.
you ain't about that. Come on, fight the
I don't have
copyright.
Lauryn Hill money nor Razor Ramon
Shh,
money.
nobody got none of them.
So yeah, welcome to OTH episode 198 part 2.
Pardos.
Part
Pardo.
2, which I
Yo,
promise will be a better version of the
get
first.
let's just use like Bach music just for intro.
No,
Johann Sebastian Bach.
Johann Sebastian.
Yeah,
Nah, man.
Nice one, Diva.
or Beethoven.
I wasn't a Beethoven guy.
I don't know none of their music, man. I just know fucking Johann Sebastian
Johann
Bach.
Sebastian Bach.
Bastard.
Mozart, uh, Chopin. No, Chopin was like late 20th century, 19th
You
century.
What's
mean
Shakespearean
Chopin,
music?
nigga?
Chopin.
You said chopping, nigga.
Yeah, Chopin.
What you know about? Come
How many years until Michael Jackson music is free? For
Oh,
Never.
I won't even be here.
Because
I mean,
does somebody
Michael
else or
Jackson.
still own the rights to it?
I think it's
Because
70 years something.
it
50, 70 years.
yeah, it's a 70 years after the owner of the copyright does. So if
Oh,
somebody owns his shit, then no, you gotta wait.
Ain't his family doing it? Cause isn't that what happened with Drake when he made that song with Michael Jackson?
I don't know,
no, that's for
nigga.
his estate. That's for his estate, like for features.
Uh,
He means like when it'll become like,
Public domain.
yeah, public domain.
mm.
Like you don't have to pay money to anyone. You could just use it. That'll be a long time from now.
That's crazy for that kind of future when people live out. If
Man,
you get
how's the world gonna be like? Will they even know who Michael Jackson is?
Probably.
Hey, I mean,
Internet.
there's people that's doing that right now.
They're just gonna have holograms of everybody over there.
Hey man, technically I shouldn't know about Debbie Does Dallas, yo.
If he does that, one of the probably like to a lot of people, which is weird, the greatest pornographic film of all time.
is it?
That thing got played in theaters, dude.
Yeah. It was a different time back then.
Yeah, that thing was a box office hit.
What was so great about it?
Porn.
It was like a storyline and fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, not to say we don't have storylines in fucking now, but at the time, holy shit. Let's just say it was a good storyline past the first minute. Now it's just like, yeah, let's fuck. All
Yeah.
right,
It's like,
Do it.
okay, let's just introduce the shit, now we fucking.
it's the end of the world. What do we do? Fuck.
Fuck.
All right, cool. That's it. There probably is a 2012 parody out there that's just like that. What are we gonna do? Fuck. Oh,
That sounds good.
yeah.
It
You
happened.
just see like impending doom in the outside their window, and they just smashing into.
Passing cheeks. Bumping
no.
uglies, yo, whatever the fuck they say.
Rubbing oils.
Rubbing oils on your belly. Making sounds like we telling Tubbies.
What?
What the hell are you talking about?
What you mean,
Dirty
nigga?
Mercy.
Yeah, Dirty Mercy. He killing all your children, nigga.
Yeah.
Nah, you talking about Buddy Murphy?
Buddy Murphy, the
The
cruiserweight
Juggernaut.
champion, the Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut. So after
We should
TLC
tell him that he needs to pay royalties to fucking Nas and them every single
Yeah.
time.
The Juggernaut. Imagine that's where he gets it from. Like secretly.
Nigga, I heard him yell, "I'm the Juggernaut, bitch," when he
Yeah.
was
That's it, yeah.
busting
He-
ass and
Like
fucking-
someone needs to ask him, where'd you get that name from? Those dudes, those YouTube
Yeah.
guys,
Juggernaut something. I can't
YouTube
say.
guys, that one black man and
Yeah.
that's it. Like what? That's gonna be like, I don't even know what the hell this is. Like yo, Brian Cage. Brian Cage knows
Oh,
who I
yeah.
am.
Yeah, yeah. Brian Cage actually
Brian Cage
acknowledged
knows
you
who
know.
Naz is. That's crazy. That's insane. Here's hoping that Brian Cage catches him with Weapon X outside of like a 7-Eleven or something. I'd pay to see that. I'd pay to see that. So, after TLC, now that we've had like a couple days to digest TLC, how do we feel about it after?
It was a good event, minus the Seth Rollins Dean Ambrose match where Seth Rollins actually acknowledged that on Raw.
Yeah, that's the thing where I find it. Like I watched it again, and it was just it had the The Triple H Randy Orton Mania match.
Nigga,
Same
it had
to
the.
it.
It just had the Triple H everything feel to that match.
Yeah, like they had this heated feud, and they're just like, all right, singles match. And not only did they have a singles match on a night where like we just saw people beat the shit out of each other with
Mhm.
weapons, like 2 hours. It was a if that match would have been on a regular like any other pay per view, it would have been okay. But people just saw other people beating the piss out of each other with weapons, and you're gonna hear it have like this kind of Matt classic slow paced match. I feel like that's what was it.
I think the other thing is that there's too many, like, it's TLC, and the problem is that they're naming these after, like, match stipulations, and not all the matches are the match stipulations.
Yeah, it was just singles match.
That's
Hey,
like Hell in a
man.
Cell, and then having a match in the singles. without
Yo,
the
that's
Hell in a Cell.
everybody like holding all that shit to the same guard as TNA with Lockdown when
Yeah.
they ended up switching it.
Yeah, but then at one time, Lockdown, every match was in the cage.
Yeah, that's what I
That
was
was their-
talking about
yeah,
because
that
they
was their
switched. Yeah.
thing. They stopped doing that.
Oh, they stopped doing that for Lockdown.
No, I think they. I don't even think they still do lockdown.
Well, apparently they got rid of fucking
last time
Destination
they
X.
just did it
So
for- yeah, Destination X. The Cruiserweights paper. Sorry, the X Division's paper. That's where everyone that was X Division champion became world champion
Yeah.
for like 4 years. Thanks to Austin Aries.
with option C.
Yep.
What happened to him? Is he still?
He hasn't showed
He's
up
not in
on
Impact.
TNA, so I don't
He
know
walked
if
out,
he.
Yeah, he
yeah.
walked out that day.
He walked out on.
He just never came back.
We walked out on another company. Just to say that.
Yo, there's a lot of superstars just getting comfortable with just like leaving and not coming back.
Yeah.
No, but the way he left is like,
Yeah, he took the bump and then left.
hey, exactly.
Yeah, you just got up after you
Stuck the middle finger to
yeah.
everybody and left.
Uh,
like, damn. Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I was just like, that didn't make any sense to me.
Crazy. But I would still
But
say, please
I
give
would say-
Impact a chance.
But I mean, I think TLC was, overall was good, and I think it was fan service because of the last couple weeks being trash, especially
It kind of felt like that a little bit.
because I'm not going. I didn't even want to watch Raw because I heard it was terrible.
This week's Raw?
Raw was kind.
This
Raw, not just Raw was terrible.
Oh yeah, last week and the week
Last
before
week,
that.
the last for the last
shit.
month, yeah.
I don't know. This week's Raw was
Yeah,
okay.
it was okay,
That's
but
because they had Vince come back, and now they know
Man,
that.
do they
It
love to
wasn't
show
even.
their
You know
inconsistencies.
what's funny with Jared? Like Vince only showed up for like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was it.
mhm.
No,
He
I
was the
gotta-
thing, like when he comes back, like anytime you hear Vince is back, it's like, oh,
I wanna
something big
talk
is gonna
about
happen.
that
'cause-
opening
No,
segment.
but Vince is always there. I mean, everything. As a show, Raw was alright.
So here we talk about that opening segment. First of all, Vince, I don't know if anyone knows this, but it's not Baron Corbin's fault that Raw was doing
Yeah.
bad. It's Vince.
No, it's not. But they needed someone
So
to put
what
that.
do
heel.
the fans do when Vince McMahon comes out? The man who's been giving them this shit for a month?
bow down to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the people are smart, but they're
They
not.
lose
that
their
smart, you know what I'm saying?
mind. It's like, this is the guy that's giving you all this shit, and he's supposed to come out here and shake things up for the better?
Yeah.
But he's the one that's doing it bad. Yeah.
A bunch of people was talking on Twitter like they was like Triple H is out there like, yo, don't rope me in with this shit.
Triple H is there. Shane
Triple
is
H
there for no reason because
Yeah, I
you would
was
think-
wondering why Shane was there. Shane had
This
no
is
reason
the
to be
weird
there.
thing that they don't think. This is the perfect time to, because the last time we
Well,
knew-
that's why they announced on that Raw that McMahon's taking season back control. Well, at least storyline wise, they season back control of Raw and SmackDown.
But
So
it would have been good if Shane used this as, like Paul Heyman SmackDown prided itself on beating the piss out of Raw. Shane, he could have been there like, yeah, this is only happening because of, Stephanie can't run a show or whatever and SmackDown star. But this dude
Then-
just comes out like, yeah, we're going to take over here too.
yeah,
You think that they're gonna try to use Triple H's format from NXT and 205
I don't
into
know.
Raw?
maybe I hope.
I
But
hope. I
I
hope
think the other,
only.
completely just when you were talking about Shane just kind of being, just whatever. I've been noticing that, especially after Survivor Series where they lost 6-0. Like Shane's been
6-1.
super chill about everything that's been happening.
Yeah.
I don't understand why.
Yeah,
That actually makes me mad to be honest.
his Survivor Series made no fucking sense at all. It didn't matter the shit. You could just say it wasn't even. Besides the whole Ronda Rousey Charlotte shit, fucking Survivor Series wasn't canon.
Yeah, Survivor Series sucked. I'm
It
not
wasn't
gonna-
canon.
I didn't care for it. I tried to watch. I couldn't do it.
I'm tired. Can we move on to the Ronda Rousey part? Can we see
No,
that?
man. We gotta talk about the fact that Stephanie was out here scolding the very man that she hired in the first place.
All
Baron
right,
Corbin.
Yeah.
it's for storyline. It's for story.
that he's there.
It's for storyline purposes. I
don't
get it.
remember why, but
I don't get it.
why is Corbin general manager as opposed to Kurt?
Because Stephanie was tired of the shit Kurt Angle was doing to like Kevin Owens or whatever. And then she's like, you know what, you're gonna go on vacation. And then she's like, because Baron Corbin was the constable at the time. She's like, you know what, you're gonna be acting general manager until Kurt Angle like gets his act straight.
Yeah, said then when they had that sweep of SmackDown Survivor Series, that's when he became general manager elect.
General manager elect.
I'm gonna say it like this. I'm tired of like heel GMs. I think that's what it is. I mean, I'm not saying that's the general problem, but I mean, look at SmackDown, look at Raw. You got Paige and Shane, who people for the most part like. And
my bad.
Nah, I'm just saying, but it's just like I don't really. It's a story that's been done to death for like ever. You know, you got the Authority, you got the corporation, you got.
That's a lot of bad heels. That's a lot of like bad. That's creators' fault.
Yeah, but the thing is, if you're gonna have a if you're gonna have a GM that's gonna be neutral, then you're gonna end up with a Mike Adamle, nigga, because that's been the only neutral GM, nigga.
He's really been the dude that was just out there like.
But I like Eric Bischoff. I liked Eric Bischoff as a heel.
Eric Bischoff's because
he as far as GMs, he holds the standard for like a heel GM. There was just
like,
other
I don't want
guys.
to say he was non-intrusive. He was, but not to the extent of Corbin.
Like he'll hand Triple H the belt.
Yeah.
But like even if a heel fucks with him, like he'll screw them up. He'll give him.
Yeah.
You know what the other thing I did enjoy back? Yeah, I'm sure, Manny, you know exactly what I'm talking about with Shawn Michaels being the
commissioner.
Yeah, because I enjoyed him being as a commissioner because he actually made it like because he was a good guy. You only saw him like once in a blue moon.
Until he cost the Rock the championship match in the Bulldog. I mean, he cost. Yeah,
that was when he was away on that 5
We don't talk about that shit.
Nah, fuck when he cost my nigga X-Pac the championship against The Rock, nigga, right before he became. Wait, no, that was right when he became commissioner. Fuck
right
that
when
nigga.
He became commissioner. And then he literally took like a year off and came back. I can't handle all the commissioner business in the WWF. So Mick Foley, he's like, wow. And Mick Foley's there every week with his fucking portable
office.
That shit was hilarious though.
Oh, we just saw one where it was like in the back of like a little cart. He just drove away his entire office.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
I would say like Bischoff. If you could have someone like Bischoff, that would be cool. But then I would just want Bischoff.
No.
Bishop doesn't want to come back. Bishop retired.
Yeah, he ain't coming
He's
back.
doing TED Talks now.
He's doing TED Talks. That was an awesome.
That was a great TED Talk.
That was an awesome TED Talk.
You want to come up here? Look at you.
That heel
It's not
intro.
funny. I'm not joking. This is serious.
And I know this is not going to happen, but I kind of want to. Well, I would like to see Paul Heyman do something, but people don't want to trust him because anyone that worked in ECW says the same shit about Heyman. He sucks with money.
Yeah.
They don't want to trust him with that shit. So.
But at the end of the day, the commissioner, those general manager roles and commissioner roles are like figurehead roles.
Bischoff was a on-air character.
They're all at the end of the day, they're all on air. You're thinking from a kayfabe standpoint. They're all on air characters.
The only one that wasn't an on-air character at the time was Paul Heyman. He was legit running the show.
Yeah, it's like.
So he got fired by Stephanie.
Like, all those $10,000 fees.
Oh, for fucking intrude on the damn Raw conference call for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yo.
Dickhead.
He wouldn't say, yo, Stephanie, I swear to God, I was not intruding on that conference call. he was all like, yeah, I didn't intrude on that one, but it doesn't be, was it listening in on the other
Hey.
He straight up said that his phone died, yo, because he had left it on that day, and then it just said, oh, he's like, number from so-and-so has disconnected from the conference call, and it was like, oh, shit.
Like, oh, shit.
I was wondering why, like, all of a sudden he just abruptly got fired back then.
Fired? Oh, hey, man.
Yeah, Eric Bischoff to me was the greatest.
I don't even know what meme you're talking about.
Who is it? Paul Heyman. Oh my
No,
god.
it's not the same.
Even though in the Monday Night Raw they said that they set him up to punish him
No,
for like his
definitely not
WCW
like that.
days, but like that was just for the documentary. Yeah, yeah, some good stuff. Um, what's
So,
next?
wait, what else happened? So yeah, they berate Corbin for being a terrible showrunner, saying it was horrible, and all this shit. Triple H said that I think Triple H said along the lines of that the show was going on with like no authority. Like what? You just said he was a manager. I forgot the exact line. He's like, oh, the show's going on too long without something, and then they put him in a match. And if he wins that match, he would get a second chance at becoming permanent GM of Raw.
And you're gonna face against this guy. And
Kurt
you know,
Angle.
And
And
then
who
the
was
same-
excited to see Kurt Angle? Stephanie McMahon, who sent them on the vacation in the first place.
Pretty much.
And who had the match with him at WrestleMania.
I think, man, I think you have to disconnect that part of the story.
No.
You can't, nigga, because it was still part of the damn story.
This is the reason
But this,
we
no, but
fight.
I understand that. But
If this was 2016 and I was on drugs again, sure, because I wouldn't remember. But I do.
I understand what you're saying, but like I think you have to disconnect that part of the storyline.
You can't when it literally just happened
I
two.
know it literally happened a few months ago.
No, it was a month ago, nigga. It happened at Survivor Series.
Was they were pissed. She was legit heated that Kurt Angle qualified for Survivor Series.
And then she was so happy to put
I mean, I
Baron
qualified for
Corbin
the,
as the
Crown
GM,
Jewel,
and then
Crown
next thing you know, she's
Yeah, she was pissed. Openly pissed. Corbin, what are you doing?
But I mean,
You
she's
gotta
never
go out
really
there.
really been a fan of like any of the commissioners or the general
Exactly.
managers that have been there. Couldn't
And
stand
Kurt comes
Kofi,
out, she's like, yeah.
couldn't stand Angle.
So what's
Angle's
gonna happen with Survivor Series? So are they even gonna have a new manager for Raw?
No.
They said
the McMahons are taking control of the show.
shows.
So we're gonna get the power struggle. Like, yeah, I decided this match.
Keep in mind, yo, they're saying Triple H is a McMahon.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they said, because they said we had all four McMahon. They said it multiple times. We had all
Yeah,
four
all
McMahons
four.
in the ring.
Because fuck Linda McMahon, right?
Linda McMahon hasn't been in the WWE in how
Yeah, but they're
long?
like all four McMahons.
Yeah, because she's in the White House right now.
Yeah.
She ain't in the White House.
And
She's
she
been
is.
trying.
She's in the White
Wait,
House.
is
She is in the White House.
I know she's been trying. I didn't know she actually.
No,
was a
she's
part
in the
Trump's,
White House.
yeah,
She's
she's a part of Trump's
of-
cabinet.
Oh,
cabinet.
damn.
She's the Amy Weber of the cabinet.
Oh, and keep in mind that because fucking Abraham watched it after he said that Kobe line got fired for saying that he supported Linda McMahon, and then he got fired right after that.
That makes me mad to know that there's a McMahon in the White House right now. Like legitimately. That's
But you
sad.
find out that Shane McMahon is the king of Shane McMahon is the king of Greenwich, Connecticut.
Yeah, we found that out on the Edge and Christian show
show.
where they made a rap video
He's the king of Greenwich, Connecticut.
with
Yo,
the
I'm
Stone
not-
Cold ad lib.
I still need to watch it. I just listened to the podcast. That's as much as I listen
Yeah,
to.
they're great. They have them on Spotify too, which is super cool.
Yeah, they're hilarious.
Okay, so Baron Corbin faces Kurt Angle with with special guest referee Heath Slater. You know how that match goes.
Oh no, Triple H said, "Oh, he pulled the Baron Corbin and said, oh, I forgot that this is actually a handicap match."
Yeah.
And then out came fucking Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, and fucking Apollo Crews, yeah. And they just beat the shit out of Corbin, so we just had a repeat from TLC.
Changes it again and says this is no disqualification.
And they have Angle slam through the table
Yeah.
and pinfall.
You know,
no.
you could actually see the look of like, damn, this sucks on Baron's
Yeah,
face.
he was just
That's what-
laying there like.
He's like, this sucks ass.
This ain't
Not even like he didn't even like sell it. Like he didn't sell like he was hurt. He was just like,
He just
man,
laying there like, I'll go home.
It's like, come on, man, this show been trash. You guys are blaming me
I want to
for
go to
it.
the nurse's office. I don't want to be. Mom, come pick me up. That stomach ache.
I hope they paid him a hefty amount of money to be taking the blame for like that.
Yeah, that's tough.
Like, look, we've been making the show bad, but we're gonna blame you.
Because I mean, as adults, you know, we kind of know like how the business is, but there's like a bunch of kids out there, like other people that don't know everything. It's like, it's all his fault.
I just hope that
No, it's not.
let me. I don't. It's not like I hate Baron Corbin. Like I've actually grown
No.
to like him throughout the last couple
Yeah.
of years.
Think he's
But,
going
like,
back to? Think he's
he
going back
needs
to
to
the
be
lone
just like a
lone wolf
wrestler,
gimmick?
be a wrestler, some shit like that. Like be a dickhead wrestler, or something like
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
he's improved. He's improved big time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I used like when he first started, I could do without it.
Especially with promos, he's found something. Whatever it was in terms of promo, he's got it now.
Oh yeah.
You think he'll go back to the lone wolf gimmick?
Probably, I don't know,
He's
probably not.
nah. He needs his hair.
In the gear, he needs
Yeah.
the gear. What else? Ziggler versus Finn Balor.
I don't
It was
understand that.
DQ. It was a DQ because of fucking.
Can I
Drew Mac-
say for those? I really don't understand the purpose of this feud because before when they first when Drew was telling Dolph like get the hell out of here. What was it called? Finn came out and assisted him, right?
It's
Yeah.
really a Finn. It's really a storyline amongst three people
Yeah.
where
But I get that.
Drew
but it's-
McIntyre was like the top heel, and then Dolph Ziggler's like, "Hey, we're in this together," and Drew is like, "No, you're not."
No,
No,
but
you're
but
not.
what I'm saying is after that, like Finn like attacked like Drew and helped Dolph get the victory. And
Yeah,
nothing
because
happened
there
with
was
that.
already a storyline between Drew and Finn.
Yeah.
There was already a story arc between Drew and Finn at that time. They just threw Dolph Ziggler in the mix because Dolph was like, "Hey, remember
So now
me?
they
We was in this
decided-
together."
Yeah, because that was the award ceremony.
Yeah,
After he
guess,
helped
I guess
Corbin
that-
beat the piss out of everyone, he just gave him the award, and then Ziggler was like, "Wait a minute, I thought
Yeah.
if it
thought we
wasn't
was
for
in this
me, you
together."
wouldn't even be here right now."
I thought we was
Like I
in
said,
this together.
It just seems
and
a little
then,
weird
yeah.
to me. Perfectly
Yeah.
honest.
No,
And this is-
because I think the full purpose is because we originally thought Dolph was turning face from this, but I think the
Yeah,
purpose
he
was
did.
they just wanted to distance him from Baron Corbin. But the only, I said Baron Corbin, fucking Drew McIntyre. But the only way you was going to do that, to have Drew turn his back on Dolph. But at the same time, they still wanted to keep Dolph heel. So they just saying Dolph still has his heel edge about him. He's just not with Baron Corbin anymore.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre.
Well, you know what? I don't know.
Jerry, you thinking too much.
No, it's
I'm
not
not mad.
that. It's just
You're
that, like I
thinking
said,
it's
I
tough.
just thought it was a weird segue. Like I think the segue could have been done better.
What I do like is that they kept him heel.
I do like that too. I understand the storyline. I
His face
understand.
Ziggler is
I mean, not for nothing.
No,
Dolph
I like face Ziggler what they was doing with him versus The
Big Show
Miz.
does.
on SmackDown.
Yeah.
I'll put my career on the line if I don't win that belt. That match didn't even main event the show. That was the hottest match of the night.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a great feud.
That was the hottest match of that night, and it didn't even main event.
But I will say this though, I'm glad I'm glad that they kept him heel too because Ziggler's one of them guys that does go back and forth being good guy, bad guy. He's almost like Big Show right now.
Nah, Big
No,
Show.
he doesn't
You
even.
don't think so?
Nigga, Ziggler does not switch like that.
Nah, Big
I don't
Show.
know.
Dude, Big Show turned heel face. What? I think the last
Son,
time we saw him, he
you
turned face. He
do
punched
you
someone
do
else.
realize when
It's not
Ziggler.
even that. It's that Big Show shows up. He's gone for a while. And when he comes back, people cheer him, and then he turns heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gets that face pop. That's
And then
the
before
Big
he
Show's
left
problem.
again, he got a pop because he punched his
That's
arm.
because no one
Jerry,
knows
you do realize like Ziggler started out as a heel and didn't turn face until his double turn with Del Rio, and then he didn't
Yeah.
turn heel again until after his feud with the Miz, nigga. There's giant gaps between Dolph Ziggler's
When
turns.
he came in with the
No
he came
way,
in
really?
with the heel.
Yeah.
He came in with a if you even count it, a heel Chavo Guerrero, Curran White. I'm a white man.
Yeah, he
trained
was
by
heel the
tradition.
whole time.
That shit was
That goes to waste because of unfortunate circumstances. Spirit Squad were dickheads in and
Yeah,
out of the ring. 'cause
still heel.
like, still heel, and they got shipped off. We didn't feel bad for them because they were heel. And then this dude comes back as a heel, shaking people's hands backstage. Gets suspended before he even has his first match in the new gimmick, because that's what we kind of do. And then Ziggler,
Oh.
when he got suspended before he even had his re-debut match. And then he was heel the whole time. Yeah, it wasn't until the double turn.
Yeah,
That was what, 2013?
I don't know, dude.
2013, yeah, because I was here. Yeah, 2013.
huh?
That was when he had the double turn, and then he had the concussion, and then he got freaking kicked in the head by Jack Swagger. Yeah, and he went all the way until, that's a while.
Yeah, Dolph Ziggler does not turn
Not
close
at all.
to how the Big Show does.
Not at all. So we had an Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge by Dean Ambrose.
That
and
was
his crew of
answered
Psycho
by
Man.
You know who we got?
Prince Pretty,
Triple H's boy.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Tyler Breeze. I'm so happy we got to see him on
who
Raw.
actually gotta have a showing. But
know, he's
the
had
the thing that I
championship matches
noted,
with-
the only thing that I wish though, like son on Raw, why don't they give him the same fucking camera angles they give him on NXT for his entrance?
Yeah, so cool.
I'll say this about Tyler Breeze. Everybody knows. We all know Triple H likes Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
If Triple H had like an evolution like stable, I think he put Tyler Breeze in it.
You think so?
I'm pretty sure.
It would be weird though because
not like evolution exactly, but like something like it or something where like
He's like the blue chip.
there's a faction where he's in it. I think 'cause that's his boy.
I mean, I won't lie. I would like to see some more factions be done that kind of make.
They don't want to do a faction.
yeah.
storyline.
Vince
Well, we
apparently
are gonna
hates
get-
stables,
I
even though
think-
the hottest period in his company was full of stables. But
Even
yeah.
though on NXT it's kind of working with the Undisputed Era and
Yeah.
The Forgotten Son.
I think the thing is that they need to figure out how they're gonna do it from NXT to the main roster.
But what
Because
we're getting from NXT are 6 superstars.
it's a nice segue.
Wasn't it 8?
No, it's 6.
You
It's
sure
six.
it was 6?
Yeah.
6. Yeah, it showed 6.
EC3, it's Otis Dozovich.
let me ask you.
Yeah.
Tucker Knight, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross, and of course, Lars Sullivan.
Lacey Evans took
Wasn't
me
that
by
8, nigga?
surprise.
No, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You think they're gonna split?
EC3, Otis Dozovich, Tucker Knight, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, Lars Sullivan.
EC3 was
Okay.
EC3 was
Damn
a
it.
given because he was
And
already.
people like you fucking my math up more than it is, but that was 6 people. I just use my fingers right now. Off.
EC3 was a given because he's already developed. He just
I
needed to
did
go
not
through
like how they introduced him coming onto that.
Hey man, you didn't like him fucking taking off his suit and
No.
showing his ass?
The angles of him where he was taking off his articles of clothing. No.
It's
It's
for the
side
ladies.
boob,
It's for the
ass
ladies.
cheeks. I'm like,
It's for the ladies.
Top-
And-
congratulated him on Twitter. His aunt, Dixie Carter. She straight up, yeah. She
I
congratulated
thought you
him.
meant his legit aunt. No,
No,
nigga, you
Dixie
talking
Carter.
about Dixie
She
Carter.
congratulated him like if nothing ever happened between them. Like she's still
You know
on
what's
Dixie.
funny? You know what's funny is Dixie Carter could make a WWE appearance if she wanted to.
He was
Yeah.
in the Kurt Angle.
Yep.
Did you?
But like EC3 is a given. Lacey Evans took me by surprise because
We can get WWE Dixieland pay per view.
Oh God.
No,
Let's not do that.
no, we ain't doing that shit.
Nah, no Dixie.
I'm
Make
emailing.
Dixie Carter-
I'm emailing WWE.
Make Dixie Carter Raw GM.
and we get
Nah.
the Dixieland.
I'm
match
telling
on
you, yo, if we, it's like, yo, I'm telling this right now. This ain't even a joke, cause I'm gonna make a real promise. If we ever get a Dixieland match in WWE, One Tree Hill / fucking running the gauntlet is over.
We're never talking.
That's
about
gonna be
wrestling
that's gonna be
again.
the promise right there.
That's gonna be it.
That's how the show
9/57,
ends.
December 20th, 2018. If Dixie Carter ever comes to WWE, and trust me, we have a really bad habit of making things happen.
No,
in
not
the
she
show.
comes to WWE. If we get
No,
that
no,
damn
she comes to-
Dixieland match,
Yeah. We have a bad habit of bringing things to life in this show.
yeah.
So, if
This
she
is-
does show up and we have a Dixieland match, it's over.
It depends how EC3 does, because if EC3 struggles, then they
I would
probably
like
gotta
him
bring
to
up.
go to SmackDown.
But the thing is, I don't see any reason as to why they would struggle unless they
It's-
wrote
no,
them.
no, no. It depends on how. It's not. I don't feel like he's gonna struggle on the mic. I
How they
think
use
it's.
him.
I
He's great,
think
though.
he's gonna. It's his connection to the universe.
Yeah. Oh, that
That's
dude's
the-
cool. Accurate, though.
I mean, I don't think he'll have too much of a problem.
No,
I
just
could be
wait.
wrong, but I think he'll be all right.
But
I
what
think he'll
about-
be fine, but I think he'll be fine.
Because you know the thing is, it's like the W. Like, it's not like they don't want to see anyone succeed. Like, we want to see people succeed. It's just when they don't do, you know, they're not succeeding in the way we want to see them.
I hope people don't sour on Lars Sullivan.
What's that?
I said I hope people don't sour on Lars Sullivan.
I think there's a YouTuber I follow named his name Tyrone Magnus. You guys know who he is.
Yeah.
But he made a video of why he doesn't watch WWE no more because he started his channel reacting to WWE videos, and he said this. He said that there was guys that were coming up who should have been pushed that would get murdered by like the same people over and over again that don't get pushed, and it was like the same matchups, the same titles, the same. He even complained. I think he even brought something up where like Ronda Rousey versus the same three people this year.
Because
Like,
that's pretty much all the heel females they have on Raw. Who else she gonna face?
I know.
And the thing is that who else is on Raw that's like who could credibly beat Ronda?
It's the same thing with the Universal title. The same thing with the Universal title before Roman got hurt. Like it was, see Brock Lesnar. I just hope with what they said, if there's people you don't want to see, we're not gonna have them. Like, so how long is Brock gonna have that belt?
I would give.
I think Braun, like this has to be the time.
I hope Braun beats him.
This is like what, his third, fourth chance?
But the thing is that he has to beat him.
Yeah, this has to.
Especially the way that he lost the crown. Was it Crown Jewel?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the way he lost the Crown Jewel was like, that was like embarrassing.
Dude, that F5 like 5 times.
Or
F5 out the ring.
Because right now,
even the first time they fought, like he put up more of a fight.
Yeah, the one F5 finish.
Because right now, not saying it's a bad thing, but like the way how Raw ended, the most important title on that show is the women's title.
And the IC belt, but of course that was a bit sour.
I mean, not for nothing. The IC title went on second to last at TLC.
Yeah.
I'm like.
Yeah, but WWE pay-per-views have had a fucking habit as of late of having the second to last match be I don't know, kind of a bathroom break.
Yeah. Who would have thought that would be?
Even though that rivalry was good, that match was surprisingly bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's just because of where it was. It was where it was in the card, and
it was just weird because we were just watching it because this time I didn't do like recorded a live reaction for it. But like, I didn't want to shit on the match like completely because of who was in it. But I was just like, this match is. I was just like, it's slow paced.
Well, again, it's also hard to be excited for a singles match at a TLC pay per view.
Yeah. I can get excited for a singles match at a fucking TLC pay per view. It just has to be good, Like, it just has to be, like, have a good pace to it.
So you're not saying it's not the match type that was bad. It was just the way the match was carried. It
was a Triple H match. Like, son, it was like, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not even going to bullshit it. It was a Triple H match.
Because it's not the match type that's exciting. It's how it's like the way the story is being told at a match. Each match is telling a story. And that match just didn't tell a good story.
Triple H and Cena match is my match of the year.
Fuck that. If you're going off a crowd reaction, that was match of the year.
That's my vote for match of the year.
Nah, fuck that.
That crowd was on fire.
European crowd, overseas crowds don't count because they'll cheer for anything.
Crowd was.
But that was fucking Saudi Arabia. On a real, I think that crowd was forced to cheer. I honestly think that crowd was forced to cheer for everything.
With the exception of WrestleMania and night after WrestleMania crowds, overseas crowds don't count. They do not count.
Man, they're still people.
I know they're people, but they don't count.
They're not real people.
What you mean? No, because usually if you go to a regular place that's actually like a wrestling fan base overseas, they'll be loud, but they'll shit on a match. That's boring.
But like, I'm talking about it. I'm talking about it from the sense that they don't often get WWE events because they tour the States more often than not. So that's what I mean. Like, especially if it's on TV. That's what I mean.
Yeah. That's what he means. What you mean, dude?
Need a burger. Need a burger.
Well,
me too.
Let me ask you a question because this actually made me very curious when I saw it on Twitter when Ronda Rousey tipped over the ladder with Charlotte and Becky. People were saying that she went heel, and I was just like, I don't think she's heel.
That was payback for the bullshit she did. They did to her leading up to Survivor Series and during Survivor Series.
That's a whole accumulation of a story arc starting from before Survivor Series.
See, that's the thing I was saying. I was just like, just because, like, I understand everyone's like going crazy for Becky, but like, just because you fighting Becky does not make you a bad guy.
The only thing about that whole Ronda Rousey with the whole TLC thing I have an issue with was what she said after the night after on Raw, where she's like, I don't have to explain myself. It's like, for the narrative, you kind of have to explain yourself. You
No,
gotta say.
nigga, it's kind of self-explanatory why
I
the
know
fuck she
it's
did it.
self-explanatory, but it's like you can't go on the mic in front of a crowd and be like, "I'm not gonna explain myself." It's like, dude, what's the point of doing
I
that?
pushed him off the ladder. Boo.
Honestly, yo, I actually like her Ronda Rousey's in-ring style because it's like a frantic
but
wrestling slash MMA fight
The
feel
only
to
thing
her
that's
matches.
expected is the finish.
but I do.
I feel like a
but
lot of stuff she pulls out is like, whoa.
I do like what Vince said to Charlotte and Becky on SmackDown, saying, "If you have a problem with Ronda Rousey, go deal with Ronda Rousey." Mind you, they're on SmackDown,
Yeah.
and Vince said that to them, and Ronda's on Raw. So I'm expecting something over like.
Raw needs ratings, damn it. Go over there.
Well, that's
Pretty
the
much.
thing, and that, I was expecting something like that because when he was coming to SmackDown, I was kind of expecting like when he said shaking things up, I thought that meant like superstars going to certain shows, and that's why I was.
Nah, nigga, you'll get that after
Becky-
WrestleMania, nigga.
But my thing is, that's why I
nothing-
was kind of okay with Becky losing the title because she doesn't really. I mean, it's cool that she has it, but she's
I
she's
think
so over right
when-
now that she
Yeah.
doesn't.
when he says shake things up this time around, I think he meant like a lot of. All right, let's go. When Vince McMahon comes on, and let's go by history. When Vince says he's gonna change things, they actually do change. That's how we got the Attitude Era. That's how we got the Ruthless Aggression Era. And then I stopped watching it after Ruthless ends. I don't know what he said after that, between then and now. So I'm going by history. When he says he's gonna change it, I'm repeating myself. When he says he's gonna change it, things will change. It's like I told Manny on Tuesday, how long are these things are gonna change for?
And based on the spoilers, a week.
A week. Because it's
Hey,
We'll talk about it, we'll talk about it next
but apparently from what I saw from the spoilers, even though this is a spoiler right here, but they are going to, nigga, they gonna, even though spoiler, they gonna lose, but they gonna let the Revival actually have a Revival match.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yo, I hope they do something because the revival's like.
I'm gonna give them the month of January. I want to see what things happen. Because next week,
I don't like. We lost
'cause
the
ne-
Lucha House Party rules.
next week's episodes have already been taped. That's what you
Yep.
guys mean about the spoilers.
Like-
There's no actual Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live. There's nothing live next week. It's Christmas. So next week's episodes are already taped.
There was one
I'm-
change I like.
There's one change you like. Don't tell me because I actually want to be surprised.
It's the match when
I know, right?
I'm just gonna-
I'll probably-
T-Bot
I'll
just
probably-
pulls you out the ear.
Probably Zayda's probably gonna just fucking snitch on Instagram again and shit, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm
No,
outside.
Zayda just
Um,
had a match recently in China.
I know. Shout out to her.
Wait, who?
Zayda.
Zayda.
Oh,
Used to be in NXT.
I know,
like-
I know who you're talking
Dave
about.
smashed
I
him
didn't know
fast.
who you said at the first.
I wish. Anyway.
You wish you would smash him past? Jesus
I wish I could
Christ.
smash.
The
you know.
heel turn. Good lord. I like
But,
this. We need heel Dave for the next incarnation of our show.
I want to see what they do in January after
We need to start doing characters in the show. Just to shoot
Nah.
bombs at everybody.
by the end of January. I'll probably
Nah.
have full judgment on like how from what they said this week. And if I don't say anything by the end of January that is signals a change, I'm gonna call it out on the show by it.
The thing is, I think it probably will change because it's also WrestleMania season, and like this is when they actually start really figuring things out.
No,
It's mostly
WrestleMania
like-
season.
No, WrestleMania season is when you see niggas come in that only have a match once a year, and
But
then
I'm-
they start
No, but I'm
scrambling
saying, like,
at the
even like
Royal
the-
Rumble.
Even like bigger stories like start to kind of like at least start to brew around this time.
I just want to see guys have story arcs. I don't care about the main event story arc. More than just the main event story arc. Give the mid cards a story. I want to see Tyler Breeze in the story arc. I want to see Finn Balor have a reason to bring out demon mode on fucking Drew Galloway, Drew McIntyre.
Same nigga.
Yeah. He
You
called. He
know?
once challenged himself to a match.
I also want to see Charlotte, not Charlotte. What's it called? Sasha Banks and Bailey have some kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Because there's
Because
nothing
you
going
have-
on with them. I'm tired of seeing Sasha Banks' depressing Tumblr and Instagram posts. I'm tired of it.
Because the thing is, because it's like I feel
And
so
she
bad
tapped
because
out
it's
on
like
Monday too.
they're like the two members of the Four Horsewomen that are getting absolutely jack shit.
Dude,
She tapped out
on Sunday, if you follow Sasha Banks' IG story, she just had like her figure sitting against the wall and it just says TLC with a bunch of ladders and she just sitting there. That was so sad.
Fuck.
I sent that to Manny.
But I mean, it's true. Like her and Bailey, because you know
And
what
then-
the thing is, because they never had.
And then Natalia beat her to get the #1 contendership on
Yeah,
Monday.
and then if you go on
After
her
Sasha was the last one to come into the fucking
yeah,
gauntlet
if you go
match.
on her Tumblr, which I think is go by Just Mercedes, it's just a bunch of it's subliminal, but it's like you know how you
I
understand
mean,
what she said.
But the thing is, she's been feeling like that for a long time, especially ever since that whole situation where she would defend the title and lose it.
Yeah.
Like she
Defend.
was,
Treat her
like
like
it
crap.
definitely fucked up a little
They treat
bit.
her like crap because Mick Foley used to say it at that time. It's like these people want Sasha. Vince doesn't understand. He's like, you don't have to understand. You're an old man. Just bring her out there because that's who the crowd wants to see. And because I think even Mick Foley said it on the Stone Cold podcast like a few years back. It's like Vince is just messing with Sasha's emotions.
Yeah, I mean, she said it a couple of times already. It's like I
Maybe-
mean, I'm not surprised. It's
Maybe
just-
I'm speaking too passionately because I am a really big Sasha Banks fan. But it's like
I mean, but you're
yeah.
not wrong. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, you're not wrong. Like she is like a phenomenal athlete, and it's just the fact that she couldn't hold on to the title when like Bailey has held it successfully, you know, Becky has held it successfully, Charlotte's held it successfully, and, and Sasha's just sitting there like.
I even seen her like retweet and repost what other people write about her, talking about like, yeah, they need to give her a bigger chance. Like, dude, just give her a chance.
Because you know, and like I said, I think the thing is that they could easily start doing things with some of these superstars. Like even I was actually happy to see Asuka and Naomi fight on Tuesday
Thank you for that.
because Naomi has done shit, and I feel like this could be a big story arc between those two because I'm like Naomi and Asuka were like tag partners for a little bit, and now Naomi could be a bad guy. I mean, she was a bad guy before. And I think she could do it
She
again.
gonna start cornering up like the Usos.
I mean, why not? Like, and
Why
she's
not?
she's a good wrestler. It's not like she's
She
not
is a good. She's one of the best female athletes on the roster, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. So like, they can easily do something with that if they actually put the effort into it.
Yeah.
Nah, she gets a championship match and that's it.
I think
We'll
Casey
see it
Catanzaro. I think Casey Catanzaro beats her in athleticism, but she's nowhere near main roster ready. Anyway, who knows? I'll give it a year.
A year for
What do
Casey
you-
Catanzaro to be on the main roster?
Completely random. But what do you think is going to happen with the AOP? Like, do you think they're
Raw?
going to drop Drake Maverick?
Maverick.
Breakthrough Maverick.
No, what I see with them is like I like the segue with a lot of the 205 guys going to the main roster.
Yep,
Like-
stuff is officially on SmackDown.
Yeah, he's officially a SmackDown superstar. You got the Lucha House Party. They're on Raw. Yeah, Drake. I don't know if that means they're not going to be on 205 though.
They are.
They are still.
Leo just had a match on Tuesday.
So that means
Yeah.
that means that not only they're exclusive, they have their own showing of doing their own showcase show. They're blending in with the main roster. I bet their travel schedule is probably crazy, but
No,
think
because
the
they
thing is that
filmed
they-
205 before SmackDown. And
Well, I think
I
the
know,
hardest
but
thing-
like
Raw.
you know how like when Raw is live, the SmackDown guys are doing like a house show the same day,
yeah,
and with
does
205,
205 still do live events?
I don't
They
even
do-
know.
I know they started.
I know they do live events, but it's like sometimes they gotta travel between TV. They gotta like that's the code.
WWE just
TV.
doing too much. They didn't like too much.
I
It's
think,
like, all right,
and
you
I
gotta
think
do
the other
TV
thing
for
is
Raw.
that I know there's like good like wrestlers on 205, but there's no like names, like big names on there. At least
You've been
not that I
watching
know of.
205?
They have Kenta.
I mean, I know that, but at the same time,
Jared, Jared,
The disdain.
Jared, answer the question. How much of 205 Live have you actually watched?
I've watched it like a little bit more recently, but at the same time, like I mean, I give like I like Mustafa Ali. I do like Buddy Murphy.
In the last 3 months, how many times have you watched 205?
I watched like the last 3 episodes,
Okay.
but at the same time, I mean, like I said, 'cause, I don't know.
You said the same thing about NXT before because you wasn't really watching NXT.
But I mean, is there like someone that's like? I mean, like I said, I'm glad that Mustafa Ali is like showing up because when he had his match at WrestleMania, I was like really impressed with him.
I remember when Mustafa Ali was just a local talent in NXT wearing Dragon Ball Z looking armor.
Yeah.
and people
That's what
thought I was
started
the
a
coolest
Twitter
thing
beef
ever.
with Mr. 450.
Yeah.
Shouts to Mr. 450. He nailed himself a hottie.
But I'm glad they're at least using like actual just like
He
talent because I
eats
know
cake.
I like the fact that Mustafa is already up there with like the world title picture with Daniel Bryan in it.
and I'm glad they found like a decent roster with that title because I know like the first couple champions they had just like what's it go? You had Neville up
Yeah,
and left.
Neville and Enzo.
Enzo gets fired.
Rich
What's his
Swann.
name? Rich Swann gets
Neville
fired.
just
It's just
had the
like
beef. Neville just had the beef with like he just didn't like
The
how
beef.
Yeah.
he didn't like how he got buried. A guy like with a gimmick like him that he had got buried by like Enzo. That's his
yeah.
whole beef. He didn't like that. He had nothing against Enzo. He just didn't like that the company went that direction with him. It
Now
was
he's a
like,
world champion after wrestling 3 singles matches for the promotion.
yeah,
Ain't that something?
yeah.
I'm all for it. Heel, Neville, and Dragon Gate. Shit. Gimme. Gimme.
You mean Pac?
Gimme.
I mean, I wish
Boy.
I like the golden days in WWE when he had that beef with Sami Zayn where he was like, Sammy, you're a good wrestler, but you can never hold.
Yeah.
When it comes to high pressure situations, you're not
Ain't
there.
Nigga, it took like 3 straight turnovers for Sammy to finally beat that nigga for the championship.
And those matches were epic.
Yeah.
And those matches were epic as fuck.
Yeah, we got a Sami Zayn return promo.
Yeah.
And we got his best friend's return promo, too.
Yeah.
Which means that they're all those 6 superstars plus those 2 guys. Royal Rumble return.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Easy.
say
Royal
Rumble.
Rumble.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one makes sense.
I think Lars is gonna show up at the Rumble.
Well, maybe not Heavy Machinery because they a tag team. They might not be in the
Stakes
Rumble.
and weights.
Heavy Machinery might do it.
Are we gonna get cheerleader Sami Zayn? Or are we gonna get?
No, I think who knows.
I don't know. Like
It was
because like storyline wise, if you look at it, they both got taken out by Bobby Lashley. I feel like it would make sense for them to return as faces, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bobby Lashley.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be so bad, especially after that down time period in regards with Bobby Lashley and Sami Zayn. Ugh. Try to forget that point in time. But I mean, I'm glad to see like Bobby Lashley is at least getting like heat.
Mm-hmm.
Like people actually like boo him because they want to boo him as opposed to being like this is boring. So I'm cool with that now at least.
What else?
Because I felt bad. I was cringing watching that shit.
And Rusev called Nakamura Sonic the Hedgehog on Tuesday.
Hey man, at least
I
it
like
wasn't
how-
racist like calling him Pikachu.
Yeah,
I like how Shinsuke brought up, I'm supposed to be scared of this guy, and then he brought up his Total Divas for this.
Yeah, yo, that shit was hilarious, yo.
Him with the freaking short shorts and
Yeah.
this is
He's like, I'm supposed to be scared of this
guy. See,
Man.
stuff like that is cool. I like stuff like that.
Shinsuke's always a good character. Oh man.
That's Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe.
And we
that
get
burn-
and we
was
getting
supposed
that.
to apologize and
that
say
burn was great.
Mhm.
I don't care.
which one?
The one Jeff Hardy said before Joe tried to attack him.
What just fucking you been here? You been in WWE for like 2 years? You haven't won a single championship?
You haven't won a championship?
You haven't won a championship yet? And then then he twisted faded him and he got away. This is like the first one in a while where like I think like, with the exception of the one at the Tuesday after SummerSlam where Jeff Hardy actually got his. It's rare that happens
I like it.
because like Jeff always gets his ass beat.
Cause he looks good getting his ass beat.
Yeah. Jeff
But he
Hardy
also looks
assholes
good
with
when
those
he also looks good when he gets his. Like when he took out Randy Orton the Tuesday after SummerSlam and like this.
Yeah, I'd say so. What else happened? We had Gallows and Anderson versus the Usos, guys. The first time we saw Gallows and Anderson on SmackDown since September.
Yeah, another group that just kind of hanging in the back.
What did they do? We're gonna keep out bringing the people you haven't seen in a while. We had Sanity.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cause they jumped both of them during the match. On the real, because of the way Gallows and Anderson came out to talking about how they've been overlooked on SmackDowns. Like I thought they would turn the heel, but then both them and the Usos got jumped by Sandy.
yeah.
Sanity and then
The
Still
bar.
have the colognes though.
The bar picked up the pieces like scarecrows and like crows and shit.
Where are the colognes?
Nah.
Are they under contract still?
Yeah.
They
They were on the
They were in the Survivor
SmackDown.
Series team.
They were, yeah.
They were on the
got
SmackDown
it.
Survivor Series team.
team.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, and SmackDown's won, but not
Yeah,
can and win.
SmackDown's one, but none win.
Because apparently it was miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
And Raw was supposed to win
that.
it.
A clean finish. Whoops. That wasn't supposed to happen. What? Okay.
So, kind of thinking about Sanity, what do you think's going to happen with Nikki Cross? You think they're going to, just send her on her way to...
I hope they don't send her to Raw, son.
I think they're gonna keep Nikki doing her own thing.
I hope not.
They
Nigga, she came out with... They came out first to introduce her against fucking Becky Lynch.
Let's play.
Nikki.
Let's play.
Then we had the main event, a super main event. Daniel Bryan and Cien Almas versus Mustafa Ali and AJ Styles.
Where the fuck was Cien Almas all this time, son?
In the corner, doing yes chants to like chest kicks.
Are you
And
talking
doing
about?
that
You
kilo
talking about in the match or just in general?
In general,
In general.
before this week.
Again, I think it's just oversaturation.
I think the roster's too big for two shows.
I'm honestly surprised Daniel Bryan was okay after that finish though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He took a swift knee
Mhm.
to the jaw.
You have a gigantic roster, and like, especially with SmackDown, like they have a good amount of people. They just don't have the time to use all of them.
It's just too big of. It's too big of a show.
Wrestling becomes a nightly show like Fresh Prince.
Get
a whole
I
week.
mean, weren't we complaining that WWE had like a show every night until like Thursday?
5 days of Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
But
You
I
had
mean,
Raw.
at the same point in time, it's like you need it. You almost do.
It's like,
You think
Raw,
when they
you got
switch SmackDown to Fridays that they gonna fucking end up switching NXT over like Tuesday or some shit?
Probably.
You have Raw, you have SmackDown, you have
That's
NXT, you have
I think it's,
NXT UK, you have
SmackDown's staying live on
205.
Friday, right?
Say what?
Yeah.
SmackDown's staying live.
It
man.
is.
Yeah.
Fox is gonna televise live events.
That's gonna be crazy. Like,
That's
son.
crazy.
I think it's a rating.
Logistically, that's fucking nuts.
Nigga, how the fuck are they doing what? Nigga, because right now, son, is what? 5 plus
that means
3.
they're-
8 hours of fucking wrestling in fucking 3 days.
But you know their go home shows before pay per views are gonna be light.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Yeah, that's true. Damn.
That means their go home shows are gonna be light as hell.
I don't know how I feel about this deal, guys.
Fox is asking for too much.
Fox need to ask me for some.
Nah.
I need to
Imagine
ask
if
Fox
Fox.
for something because Jesus Christ, they're
Fox
Imagine-
has too many demands. It's like,
I was questioning. Imagine if Fox asked for Raw and they saw what they were dealing with the last month.
Look,
I'll
Yo.
say this: Fox can ask for as much as they want, as long as we get Skip and Shannon between.
They not covering fucking. Because from certain shit that I've heard on that show, like they cover the stuff that
He's like
Skip show comes up with, I think. So I don't think, they not gonna cover
getting
WWE.
Shannon Sharp on SmackDown.
Real shit. I think you could get WWE stars on Undisputed to talk about shit.
Shannon Sharp is
But-
gonna call SmackDown.
Fuck out of here.
No.
He gonna have a Black and Miles and a
Tom
Bottom.
Phillips, Corey
Stop
Graves, and Shannon Sharp.
Like, oh, my homies, the New Day. Yo, the New Day. Skip. I'm telling you, the New
Skip,
Day.
like I'm not Skip. Tom, that's your name,
no,
right?
because
Tom, I'm gonna call you Skip.
no, because Shannon Sharp is gonna be in there cooning with the New Day.
Yeah.
As soon as
I would love to see that shit.
Like, hey.
He gonna be jiving with Big. He gonna be jiving with Big E.
I know pancakes taste good with
Hennessy.
Jack Daniel, right? Like what? No,
That yak and mouth.
the yak. You want some Kanye with the pancake? Like no, we can't do that.
You can't do that.
Yeah, smoke some of this
Like-
black and mild.
That was like with Diddy on when he appeared. He's like, "What happened to Big E's nuts?"
Yeah, what happened to Biggie? Like yo, chill. What else can we talk about? So, D Black, we did not get an answer on B&D Elite on why the hell Hangman Page did what he did.
Nope. Yo. Fucking God,
Let's
yo.
not gonna lie.
And we did not get it.
Yo, speaking of which, I saw that picture that Marty Scurll put up. But with him and them 4 chairs.
Yeah, because they
Yo,
always
that-
eat at Cracker Barrel and they always take pictures and no one's.
Yeah, that shit was like super sad.
Oh,
Now he has his
it's
own-
because
he has his own stable.
I think all of them are going to what the fuck was it? Oh,
Supposed to start.
I feel like he's the only one staying in Ring of Honor, and all of them are going to All Elite Wrestling. That's what.
Well,
Yeah,
what's it
that's
called?
why,
He has Villain Enterprise starting.
Yeah,
now.
villain. Yeah, him, Brody King, and my nigga PCO.
So I mean, he's got something. It's just
Yeah.
it's just gonna
Yeah,
take.
just a heartbreaking photo.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's
that
like,
shit hurt.
oh.
But they never said what they're doing though, do they? Did they?
No, the last thing we heard, and if you watch BTE, you would have gotten it too, that they did turn down.
Yeah, they turned down WWE. They said there. He's
I
like,
know Cody
they
turned
said, "Dear H, even though we appreciate your offer, we recently watched an episode of Raw and we saw what you did to the tag division, so we're not
the
going."
tag division. Yo, I'm mad. Like of all the things they did to.
And then they super kicked the shit out of
Yeah.
Triple H.
They did the shit where he took so long to fall
Yeah.
in that Survivor Series match. I think it was Survivor Series, just a regular tag match. They actually did that shit. He was just there, he wouldn't even drop. Yeah, I'm interested to see what's going on. They don't
Yeah,
know you're fuck with Flip Gordon.
Because I really, like I said, I don't. Because when they were talking about they had the offer to go to WWE, it was like I feel like I mean it's a money wise it's a smart idea, but like you lose all that creativity,
I
Yeah.
wonder-
and especially for someone like Cody,
yeah.
like I don't think he wants to give.
And
That
they
Yo,
walked away
but
with the
the
money.
thing is, yo, apparently they all turned down fucking 7-figure deals that they offered them.
Figure deals.
Because I mean, look, you be getting paid, but it's like, what would you be
Yeah.
doing? You'd be doing what like Gallows and Anderson were doing, sitting in the back,
Mhm.
collecting checks.
Now they got the money shakes. But where? Where is that money coming from, D Black? I need to know.
Investing in themselves, nigga.
Let's go change the world. Fucking Flip Gordon. You want to know if you want to join the elite. What?
He's like, I wanted to join the Bullet Club.
You can't put a word for James.
And they're not
something.
I know completely ran, but they're not going to be at a Wrestle Kingdom either, right?
They
No.
are. That will be their last appearance.
I thought
Okay.
Young Bucks said they aren't going to. Oh no, they said they're going to. Yeah,
They're
they
not going
going.
to be at the MSG show.
Oh yeah, the MSG show.
They're
Yeah,
going to
all
be at
that.
Wrestle Kingdom. They're in that. They shouldn't be in that match at Wrestle
Yeah,
Kingdom.
they shouldn't.
They are.
Yo, how do you think people feel about like that purchase some tickets and expecting to see that shit and then
Because he even tweeted that today, and people were like, "What?" They were like, "Wait," because some dude, like tweeted out like a super theory. He's like, "Wait, they left Ring of Honor. That doesn't mean that they can't show in that as a part of New Japan." It's like, we're not gonna be there, but please show up for everybody else. And then people are like, "What? What? So you're just gonna say that after it's sold out? What? Well, there goes my money. Oh, that's a shame."
Damn.
I'm
What
like,
people really put that?
yeah, they're like
Damn.
in the whole thing. They're like, "Oh, that's a shame. Well, there goes that. Oh, I wish you would have told us. Oh, okay." It's like, still go.
Damn, son, I didn't know the fucking Young Bucks were that much of a draw over other
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
they're like, "What?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yo,
okay."
people like I said, I figured I knew people were gonna be upset. I didn't know to what extent though.
Yeah, they were like, "Really?" Like, "Oh, I wish you would have told us." But,
That's kind of upset. I mean, it is upsetting because it's like that would have been cool to see the Young Bucks at Madison Square, but I don't know. I mean, they did all in, and
never
I think-
wrestled Madison Square Garden, have they?
they could easily do if they wanted to do another all in. I think they could do one at Madison Square. If they did it in Chicago, they could do it in New York.
All in two. I'll let you boot.
I mean, what's it called? Apparently, Jericho's doing another cruise.
He's doing a second Jericho cruise. We gotta
Yo,
go.
Yo,
Gotta throw you
God, yo, shout out to Jericho, man. That
I
dude
love how you
is.
just did. I love how you just didn't get that.
Wait, what'd you say?
I was like, "We gotta go," so I can throw you overboard.
The fuck out of here.
In a
Don't
freaking, in a razor's edge.
Oh yeah. Nigga, I'm not trying to get razor edge and then get eaten by a shark. That's not
Shark.
my life.
No,
Oh,
man, it's the
fuck
Hudson.
that.
You're just gonna come up with like 6 legs and 2 heads.
Fuck that.
You know the Hudson River water's fucking
Yeah,
biohazard.
no, trust me. No,
Oh yeah, speaking of that, fucking nigga Fresno crowd cheering when fucking Daniel Bryan brought up that
Yeah,
fucking
they're the
Fresno
most
is the
polluted
most polluted city in California. They're like, yeah.
city. What the fuck?
I imagine you said poontang pie after that.
No. You know what else is more polluted? Oh, time.
No.
Next thing you know,
Like,
the Rock. Next thing you know, the Rock's gonna come out and shit.
I meant vegan free poontang. Yeah. Vegan free.
What the fuck is vegan free?
God.
Okay, I'm looking at the tweet right now. Yeah, there's a.
You know, speaking of which, The Rock hasn't been at the W. Like he hasn't been on the.
He doesn't have to.
The Rock has not been on WWE TV.
Unless you want to count the tweet he sent for the whatever fucking anniversary of 1,000th episode of SmackDown.
He wasn't even there for that.
Oh, he didn't even show. He had the promo.
No, John Cena had a promo. Well, fucking
John Cena did, yeah.
pre-recorded promo. The Rock just sent a tweet.
Yeah.
In all
I was kind of
fairness, he
surprised
doesn't.
about that, to be honest.
In all fairness, he doesn't have to be there.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, we're not saying he has to. It's just.
I mean, it's his. It's technically still his show.
Yeah.
The show.
They ain't after his catchphrase.
He doesn't even go by The Rock anymore in most places. Like I think that new show Titans, he goes by Dwayne. He goes by his real name.
Isn't his Twitter The Rock?
Yeah.
I mean,
He doesn't have to. It's like Stone Cold. It's like Stone Cold doesn't need to make another appearance. Stone Cold doesn't even want to make another appearance. He said he's out.
I mean, it would be nice.
It would be nice. Like,
What are you gonna do? Crush my dreams of Bobby Buchanan appearing too?
But he did appear during John Cena. This Is Your Life.
But I didn't appreciate him at the time.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody.
At the time,
you
I
appreciate
was
him now.
Yeah.
I appreciate him now.
Because you're rewatching the
Because
network.
I'm watching all this cool shit, and I'm like, God damn.
No, it's not what we watching. It's just that we didn't pay attention to his athleticism at the
was not
time.
the man I was sitting there like, yo, Bobby Buchanan just got tagged in, bro. Yo, no, I was not getting excited for that at all. I was like, oh dear, who is this guy with this other police guy? And now he's with suit and tie guy with the other suit and tie guy.
Cause Big Betty just sat there like, oh shit, yo, when he got tagged in at fucking
This
WrestleMania.
dude comes in, springboard, doing leg drops. It's just like, what the hell is this? What rare footage is this? I ain't get this shit on USA. Shit.
That the Bobby Buchanan I remember.
That is nowhere near the Bobby. Shit, I wish I knew. I gotta go back in time.
Cena should be making his way back around WrestleMania season, I think.
Bobby Buchanan?
No,
Yes.
he said John Cena.
No.
Talk about John Cena?
Yes. John Cena's winning Muhammad Ali.
John Cena is doing Sky vodka commercials.
Yeah, man, you gotta
Instagram.
drink on your time off, especially all the years you couldn't because you're busy on the road.
He could have been
Buying a big
married.
ass house just to be like, all right, I'm not gonna
Could
be
have
here
been
for like a year.
married, but you know.
Nah,
I mean, would you really
I'm not trying to
want?
share a big ass house.
I'm not. Let me not sound like a Debbie Downer here, but would you really want to marry Nikki Bella of all people?
To Smash exclusively, maybe, but
I mean, she seems cool. I don't know.
I don't think
Steve,
it's
like, you've watched both Total Bellas and Total Divas. Would you deal with
like I said, to Smash exclusively, yeah. But yeah, to be in a relationship with her based on her personality, no.
Would you rather have Nikki or Brie?
I'd rather like personality. I was like, yo, this shit that I don't like about both of them personality wise, but probably Brie. Actually, no, I will say Nikki just because like fucking Brie is a lot like Daniel Bryan in the sense that she be bitching about like my choices and what the fuck I eat and bullshit like that. So yeah.
hate people like that.
Yeah, there ain't no way you gonna be going out with Brie Bella and working at Wendy's.
Nah,
I
I
know
never.
hate is a strong word, but I
I-
hate people that do that.
I can't. I can never go out
Like I'm
and hang
sitting
out.
here eating a double bacon cheeseburger with extra bacon.
Yo,
on the bun.
New Day was there eating meat right next to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was eating, yeah.
Yeah, he was just over there looking at Daniel
I
Bryan.
saw that. That shit was hilarious. Give me a double burger with extra burger.
I can never go out and get something to eat with Daniel Bryan.
So Daniel Bryan went and did that shit where he kind of like rolled his lips, yo, to stop from smiling and shit.
Fickle.
Man, you gotta get with Nikki Bella.
Yo, shout out to Daniel Bryan for making that shit hilarious though.
He doesn't pay attention to me.
Like,
No, I
like
would.
I like Daniel Bryan as a face, but he's hilarious as a heel.
He plays too much Dragon Quest. I want to play Barbie's Horse Adventures.
Man, that game got a 0 from X Play, nigga.
Oh my God, Bashan, why you gotta hurt me?
You know what's funny is that
I'm gonna go out with my best friend and get
I
drunk.
can hear their annoying voice inside your voice right now.
Because John,
I hate you. Baby, I hate you so much. Baby.
I'm tired of seeing John Cena on my TV that he paid for.
It must be awkward when they see each other backstage.
Absolutely.
What you mean, yo? Where the fuck were they, yo? On one? Oh yeah, when they were Australia, and then they fucking were like out shopping
they
in
were hanging out.
Australia.
They went hanging out. John Cena hit it one more time.
No, I think it's been more than one.
You know, we split up in America, but this is Australia.
Yo, niggas is over here basically saying that they just waiting to reveal that they back together on the fucking next season of the damn show. So.
So we are doing the Kardashians.
Cool cat.
Nigga, here's the thing. On the first season of Total Bellas, the big tagline was the fact that when they was in John Cena's house, he low-key like threatened to shoot everybody if they downstairs at an hour they ain't supposed to be.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had all those ridiculous rules for his house.
He was like, okay, rule number blah blah blah. He was like, the curfew is this time, and if you're gonna be downstairs at a time later than that, call me and tell me, because this is a shoot first state and I got plenty of guns. Yo, I was like, son.
Yo,
God.
And he said that shit with a dead serious face too, yo. Niggas was like, son.
I ain't coming to
This is why this man doesn't want to have kids. I swear.
The nigga, he gonna accidentally shoot the baby, son.
He probably gonna shoot his own kids.
Look, John C. That's basically him saying he ain't come for the fuck shit.
He ain't cut for the fuck.
I don't know what happened in West Newbury, Massachusetts, but like shit.
So DJ Whitmer's gone from Ring of Honor.
Damn.
Wait, who?
DJ Whitmer.
So was Adam Page the only fucking Hangman Page the only member of the fucking decade left in Ring of Honor?
Now he's gonna leave. There was something else I wanted to know about. It's escaping. Damn. Doo-doo. I remember. I don't know. I'll think of it. I guess, what other stuff can we talk about? I'm looking at the list here.
When is Alexa Bliss fighting again?
She's still injured.
She's still, yeah.
That's why they wrote her off too. She's not overseeing the women's division.
Google job.
But
I ain't even noticed she ain't doing that no more.
Like, actually, she was injured, right?
Yeah.
She was injured to begin with.
Fucking concussion issues.
Nia Jax wasn't on Raw this past week either.
Nope.
Nigga, I didn't notice half of these motherfuckers that wasn't there.
Nia Jax wasn't on there.
So I'm guessing they did a good job then, because I didn't question why the fuck ain't this motherfucker on the show.
WWE took Roman out of the website banner for Raw. Now it's Drew McIntyre. It used to be Ronda, Drew, Seth, Lesnar, Braun, and Alexa Bliss. Now it's Ronda. No, where Drew is now, it was Roman.
Where I keep seeing them, but I keep seeing reports of Roman's gonna make like an appearance soon or something like that.
Oh yeah, they said originally he was supposed to be at. Wait,
Yeah,
or he might be at Tribute to the Troops.
Yeah.
He's gonna be he was at the Tribute to the Troops. Yeah, that was
I know what he's going through is going to take a long while, but...
So there was going to be a heel turn with Shane McMahon after Crown Jewel. That was supposed to happen, like, soon. But that's obviously been scrapped because they're all running both shows. So.
Nigga, I just want to know where the fuck they going with this bullshit.
Hey, it's crazy.
The problem is, you know what the thing is that they...
But on a real, if I'm going to think about it from a TV show perspective, I shouldn't know what the fuck's going on.
It's the build up. You have to wait for the build up. You gotta wait for the build.
Like, on a real, like, I need to, like, in some respects, I think I need to quit looking at it as a wrestling show and trying to predict everything and look at it as a TV show and what's going to happen next week based on the following week. But at the same time, like, they still need to be able to hook everybody week to week to where they give a fuck.
So you pretty much, we gotta trust the process.
You know what the other thing they should be doing right now is building up their roster and stop focusing on only so many people. Because this is like.
Yeah, but their roster is big as fuck, yo.
Yeah, their roster
This
is
is basically
gigantic.
what they all feared, and it just happened all at once. With like Roman getting injured, Strowman getting injured. And it's just like this whole this mid card that just got nothing, and now you're just like, well, what the fuck do we do? So I'm hoping that they take this as a lesson to.
They won't. As soon as they get their niggas back, they won't give a fuck.
I'm giving them too much room, but I would like to see that certain people get pushed, so that way we don't have to deal with this shit again if ever Roman or something gets injured. So,
They need to learn. They need to learn, son.
It's
the real world.
Not that I saw this shit happening, but I was just like, when they focus on Roman and Brock too much this beginning of the year, I was just like, yo,
Too many eggs in one basket.
that's the thing. Like, it's like I get they want to push Roman, but at the same time, it's like, yo, you got a roster.
It's the WCW effect, but the only issue with the WCW effect is there's nowhere else to really go.
The thing is, I actually started liking WCW towards the end
Jared.
when they X'd out Hogan and started focusing on like Booker T and shit.
No, Jared. On an American level, there's nowhere else to go that's equal to the WWE on a level, on a superstar standpoint.
No, absolutely not.
Like
but,
you can go ROH, but that's still like. Say,
Ring of Honor and even Impact are at a better standing than they were, say, maybe like a good couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So,
they just don't
like, even if you were to go to Impact, like, it still wouldn't be the worst thing that would happen.
No,
well, a couple of years ago, I wouldn't think Ring of Honor was a better standing because they get the fucking
years ago. My God,
a couple of years ago, like they had Samoa Joe come back for like a little bit. They had AJ Styles. They had the whole shit with the Kingdom. Nigga, they had plenty of shit going on.
2014 ROH? Good lord.
Like, you look at WWE now, they kind of just purged all they niggas. Like, they stole Roderick Strong, AJ Styles, Adam Cole, Red Dragon.
But at least, like...
War Machine. Took everybody from...
They took everyone.
Yeah, but like I said, the thing is that everyone is saying is that, even though if you're not in WWE, you can still... you can still make a living
and wrestling.
Impact the chance because Impact is actually worth watching.
Yeah, I see that, but
even though I don't watch it, I think NWA is doing a pretty damn good job too.
They have a resurgence going on. I want to say one thing that started that was the Cody title change.
Yeah,
because people started watching. There was a lot more interest in it, especially with Magnus.
That and the combination of like the stuff that's on TV, WWE is not doing so great. So it's like people are wrestling fans.
But the NWA was always here. It was here, but you just never saw it.
Yeah,
it had to have been in those it was a territory. Like it was just. But I feel like when Cody won the belt, and then people were like, yeah, we're gonna get the rematch on their show, and then people were like, all right, so let's see who's over there. That's why people went back and they're like, oh my god, Jazz still wrestles. Like,
I forgot she's a women's champion.
They were like, wow, Jazz still competes, and then they even mentioned that when they had their anniversary show, like that was the biggest turnout they've had in terms of buys and everything. Just intrigue and interest in back in the NWA.
Their territory is out in like the Midwest South, right? They don't have a Northeast territory. I wish I could see it.
So now they're gonna have another pay-per-view, but then they're bringing back like their tag team tournament that they had from like years ago.
Because I want to see it. It's just they don't have anything else. Unless they do like a live YouTube show, I'll watch it.
They do. They held their pay-per-view on Fight.
On Fight TV? How much is Fight TV?
Well, the app is free. The pay-per-view buys vary on the company.
Oh, okay.
And that's you can also watch Ring of Honor weekly shows for free. I got nothing else to talk about. That's all I got. I ran out of shit to talk about. I don't got nothing to talk about.
I think that's about it.
Things to say too.
We ain't got shit to talk about. So we gonna spoil next week's shows right now. Go. I'm sorry.
Rusev's the new U.S. champion.
Yeah!
Oh, really?
That didn't happen, no.
Yes, it did.
Alright.
That's Christmas, nigga. You really about to be watching SmackDown on Christmas?
Dave. time.
Raw is being hosted by Cedric the Entertainer next week.
Yeah. And then he attacks Stephanie McMahon.
Edge and Lita going to come out and tease a live sex celebration on Christmas Eve under the mistletoe.
They start at 10:59 and then the show goes off the air at 11.
So how much longer is the show? Is it just gonna be like a couple matches and they're just gonna do end of the year shit?
No.
I don't know.
No.
Is it really was it really 6 hours?
What do you mean?
Oh, for the people in attendance?
For the people in attendance, yeah. They watched the live broadcast that we saw, and then they got a tape.
Hold on, where was...
They were in
where,
California.
oh, both shows were in California?
Yeah.
Oh, I was about to
So
say.
when our live feed ended, it was 8 o'clock over there.
So yeah, so the whole shit ended for them at 11. So then they had to get used to what we had to go through.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. So they really couldn't choose a better place to do that.
Because you can't do that shit in Northeast.
Yeah. That's probably why they was able to get away with that shit. But for us at One Tree Hill, see you next week for the penultimate episode of One Tree Hill since we decided.
And we gotta do the memorial show. I haven't even done any nominees.
Hey, you're out of school, so you got time.
So are we gonna do the Memorial Awards next week or on the first show of the new year?
First show of the new year.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess that works.
So is it still gonna be OTAs or is it gonna be RTG?
No, the 201 episode is when we.
No, yeah. What would be 201 is going to be the new
that's
shit.
When we go to Battle City.
Oh, but
RTG?
yeah.
That's when we go to Battle City.
Oh shit, but episode 200 is really going to be the fucking Memorial Bowl. Fuck it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we end it with the Memorial Bowl Awards.
Memorial Bowl Awards.
Yeah, so yeah, see you next week.